fuck?
Come to this side.
I can only open it from this angle. Okay.
Yes.
That tagline is so... You don't know how long I've been looking for you. Me too, buddy. Me too. Hey, I'm Docula, and I've been a problem the whole time.
And I'm Whiplash. I'm just here to make it worse.
And this is Guardian Dads, where we talk about all things Destiny related. And today, we're talking about a gun that I'm going to mess up 100 times by saying. The khvostov. If you know what a khvostov is, leave it in the comments, because I don't know where I pulled this word from, but I'm going to call it khvostov a lot, so we'll just get that out of the way now. New name, khvostov. Is that from the Emperor's New Groove?
I don't know, but you should really try doing the runes with this guy. It's fun.
The runes?
Yeah.
What is the runes?
You know, like when you get it, oh, come on. You're not allowed to do it. Like, you're not allowed to make the call-outs in the raid.
Oh,
make words up.
Oh, my dyslexia? And
yes.
Just advent fervor to not remember the name of call-outs?
Yeah, exactly.
What's this one? Oh, that's big guy hugging a little guy with a hole in his chest. Oh, depression. I don't even know. I've called it depression so much. I'm not sure if that's the real name or if that's just what I've always called it. We are way off topic already.
It's okay. I was trying to make a sideline joke and it turned into a tangent. Welcome to the stream.
Alright, so yeah, today we are talking about the khvostov. The exotic version even, because I've had the legendary one for a while now. And I just learned out that I might as well just give up on reading. My personal failures aside with this motes of light thing. Let's get into our first part of the gun. Our initial impressions.
I love it.
You don't know how long I've been looking for you. That did not speak any more true words to me. Just... so for anyone who doesn't know, you get motes of light, which are required for this long-ass mission. You get some from... You collect them in missions, you collect some from out in the world, and you get the last from killing bosses and that pale heart activity. Well, I'm just stupid and did it backwards, and I forcibly ground the bosses into a fine chunk of, ground beef. That sentence did not come out great.
A fine chunk, huh?
A fine chunk, not even a
delicate,
paste.
very delicate chunk.
No, Titan hands. I just beat them. Just beat them like they owed me money. Penis jokes. So I had done the hard part like forever ago, and due to just my inability to read, I thought I wasn't getting the boss drops. I had them the entire time. I just needed to go pick up the ones out of the world. So I've only had the khvostov for about 10 minutes. Let's get this review going. The base model, this shape, love the shape. I really like the sight too. Like, some of those sights, like,
it feels good.
Yeah, you just look down and it's like a mini refrigerator on top of your gun, and you're looking down like a fucking soda can in the middle. It blocks the entire screen. No, they did khvostov right. I don't remember what gun recently got this. The sight was huge, but the colors.
Oh, the new Vex gun is terrible. The Vex auto rifle?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about.
That one's bad.
I've gotten one drop from Iron Banner. But the khvostov colors. Is it meant to look like the Witness broke it in half and put it back together?
No.
That's kind of the theme that I get. Like, how we have all those cut in half statues and cars and stuff.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
That's what it kind of looks like, but...
To me personally, I think that they made it look this way in hopes that you would spend extra money on the ornament, because the ornament is gorgeous.
Yeah, I just put the ornament on.
I'm not gonna lie, they got my $7.
Oh, I wish I had $7.
They got mine. It looks so much better with the ornament.
That's honestly, it looks very D1. I've already explained I have cheese hole memory, but this is what I think it looks like in D1. You know,
pretty darn close.
That's what I know about.
You know what? I'm gonna
Drunk Johnny for the background commentary of the podcast.
Yes. Hey, but I'm saying the truth, dude. I held on to the first fucking gun. I always held on to it in D1.
I have no idea if it's picking up your audio, man, but
it is.
Oh, it
Great.
is? Good.
Oh yeah.
No, that's for real. That's the first thing you pick up,
Yeah,
right? In the
yeah.
starting fucking. Hey, here you are, Guardian.
Yeah, this is the exotic version of it.
See, dude, I was playing before that was even exotic, alright? I held on to that before fucking House of Wolves, okay?
Oh, we need to get
Bro,
you on the show.
I still have my starting one.
Not
my white
not-
version.
D2 is too complicated.
No, not the game. Just get you in the chat.
Well,
Yeah.
D2 is too complicated.
You don't have to. You can just be here and reminisce.
Okay, so I pulled up a picture of it from D1, the exotic version.
I would love
It's very close, but it's got wood grain stuff on it, and it doesn't look nearly as cool.
Alright.
So you're
I'm not a
saying
wood grain guy.
you're saying it's got wood grains in it, like
Yeah, like the stock and like the little grip under the the foregrip
yeah.
are wood, almost like kind of AK-47 reminiscent.
Yeah, when I go to edit this for the tube of Ubes, I'll get a picture so everyone can see a side by side here.
Yeah, it looks way better like this. I like this. Looks much more modern and futuristic.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, we're space wizards.
Yeah, but there's just something nice and rugged about the. I don't know, just the ornament that they give us, the what is it even called here? Lost and found ornament. Okay.
Yes.
Honestly, that's what I think we could have here in, what are we, 2025? 2024. I was a year off. my time machine is a little broken.
Is Donnie drunk or are you?
No, I'm not sure what day of the week it is. It's khvostov. God damn it, khvostov day. But yeah.
Yeah, so one thing I can say about the ornament is the sight picture stays the same. So it's a little bit more squared off, but it's still very thin and it leaves you wide open for seeing around the edges of the sight.
So that seventh bullet trick, I love the sound. I was not expecting to. Just it has that right little ping, you know.
So you know what I think is really interesting about that. This is another side tangent, but we're going. So you know that little ping sound?
Yeah.
You remember on what's the exotic scout rifle?
The bolt action one?
Yeah.
From D1?
That one. No, from this one. No, not bolt action, but the lever action one. Dead Man's Tail. Thank you. Dead Man's Tail.
You said sniper, not a scout rifle.
Same thing.
They are clearly not the same thing. One uses just free ammo out of your butt. The other one isn't in D2.
Irrelevant, okay? My point is that the Dead Man's Tail used to make sounds like that, and it doesn't anymore. Because I feel like they got rid of it and pulled it over to this one. I feel like they're using the same sound.
Did it really?
It doesn't make it doesn't make the little
the whistle
whistle anymore. It doesn't make that either. I feel like they just stole all the sounds from Dead Man's Tail and they stuck it on this gun.
I haven't played with Dead Man's Tail in quite a while, so I'm gonna have to test out if it doesn't make sound anymore, because
you're gonna be sad. If you like the sound, you're gonna be sad.
I have a horrible habit of just not turning on the sound for Destiny. Like I'll play for 20-30 minutes, like why don't I hear anything? And I'll realize I still have it set for my headset, and I'm just sitting here in silence, making no sounds in my head.
Yeah. Heather comes in and she always asks me, "Oh, how do you play it with no sound? I can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize I didn't have my headphone on."
You see, I've probably been talking to myself this entire time, so.
So yeah, seventh bullet is really nice. The eyes up guardian, or well, I guess it's the right choice, right? The right choice is the seventh bullet, and then eyes up guardian makes the ricochet shot even better.
Yeah, eyes up. Collecting orbs of power strengthens its weapons next several ricochet shots.
Yeah.
Allowing them to. I like how they use the word several. Like, here's that indeterminate number. We're not gonna really tell you, so we can buff it or nerf it as we see fit. Well, I mean that's how you would buff or nerf this gun by that, you know.
And here's a off-topic question for you. What do you think the catalyst is going to be? Because it doesn't have one yet. I think they're going to save it for probably the next expansion. But I'm really hoping that the ricochet shot can pick up the orbs of power. That's what I'm hoping for.
It would have to be that or something kind of like explosive rounds, so it gives just a little AoE effect, and then that would trigger the shoot the loot.
Yeah,
because kinetic trimmers will pick up orbs.
Yes.
And you couldn't give this gun kinetic tremors and the bouncy bullet.
No.
That would just.
Could you imagine if the ricochets started multiple kinetic tremors? It'd be so broken.
Oh, every boss with a trillion amount of ads around it, just. That'd be awesome to see. That'd be, those people who like to hack the game and put on just crazy mods.
Yeah.
That would be something. That'd probably be incredibly tame by their standards, but every ricochet bullet just triggers a kinetic tremors off of one hit.
That'd be so cool.
The only other thing I could possibly say, if they don't give it like a better pickup for the shoot the loot, would be shooting like an orb of power puts ammo back in the magazine or refills the mag.
I could see that, but I hope they don't, because I think that kind of takes away from war rig users.
Yeah, I mean, but Destiny forgot war rigs in the game. If Sweet Business didn't work with it, they probably would have deleted it.
They just forgot all about the Titans in general. I think they need to put some more Titans on the staff, because like in today's Vidoc, or preview release or whatever you call it, it was a Hunter and 2 Warlock mains.
Yeah, I watched that with Fallout Play's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Dirty little shout out to his video. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're right. Like, unless he skipped over something or cut something out, I don't think anyone talked about Titans really.
No. Well, I mean, even like the people that were on stage. It was 2 Warlocks and I think it was 2 Warlocks and a Hunter, and then I think the interviewer was also a Hunter main. So, like, there's not enough Titans on staff, and that's why you guys kind of got forgotten in Prismatic.
Look, we aren't talking about Prismatic right now, because I could derail this entire podcast to go into my complaints about Prismatic Titan and why they picked the second string fragments for every class, and then like the one class, like the Void class, where you're like, it would have been great to have that fucking Void Shield fragment from the Bastion, but nah, here's your grenade into a shield that kind of doesn't do too much without stimulating it from other exotics. So it's like we got all mid perks. Damn it, we're getting off the plate. All right, back to fucking khvostov.
Back to khvostov.
Yeah, if you have the money, I would definitely say buy that ornament.
It's pretty.
Okay, so you did say you bought it. Is there? I know there's been certain exotics in the past that the ornament, like Crimson was one of them. If you have this ornament, it gives you a clear sight picture and everything.
Nope, that's what I was bringing up. The ornament for was the sight picture stays roughly the same. There's more of a square shape around the reticle, like the frame of the actual optic now.
Okay.
Is more square than on the standard ornament, but it still gives you that nice clear field of view.
Yeah, because it's doing like I'm hitting on and off on the ornament. Like it doesn't look like it makes it any bigger or clunkier, but it does look like it goes from like a clear piece of glass view to a digital view. Does that?
You don't see that on the screen.
Okay.
Not at all.
No.
It's still like a really wide field of view, and it's when you look at the like that yellow tint on it that's on the on the screen.
Yeah.
It's not there during gameplay.
Okay. So here's one visual that I wish Bungie would make more of a thing, and I'm stealing this from old Call of Duty games. The fucking red dot sight.
Yeah, the little laser on the side.
It's there in the ornament. Let it. I don't know. Fucking, it would be pay to win if only the ornament has it, but
Where you could actually like see it on your targets.
it like let's just say it's listed as like the red dot is only as good, like shows up at literally as far as your normal range is before bullet falls off.
Oh, that'd be a cool idea.
Do you know how helpful that would be for a hip fire build?
Yeah, it really would be.
Like, there's like less guessing of this hip fire. Like, am I on target? Am I within range? Like, if they got the little red dot on their tummy, like, okay, they're in bullet range. No, oh, I gotta move a little closer. That's something I've never realized that is not in not in Destiny, but in like Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, and they should do it more. But I think at that point, though, I think you're gonna get some complaints about like pay to win. So if it's only on one ornament and it's not on another ornament,
yeah,
then...
no, you 100% right. That's why I'm saying like khvostov couldn't do it because of the pay to win, but
yeah.
I think that's just a normal feature that should be added to the game. Oh,
I agree.
Because we already have an increased hip fire mod that we can put on, and you know they say it does something. Look, I would keep that one in the game because it boosts stats, and then give me a one that does not do any stats but gives me the red laser.
Yeah.
I would take that, dude. For a hip fire build.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, hell, we have fucking 4 usable mods right now since they took out the whole damage ones, minor, major, and boss, and whatever.
Yeah.
But I was happy to hear in their little Viadoc that they were talking about adding some more mods.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Is there was another Vidoc before this one where they mentioned that they were going to put in more mods. That would just be more helpful. Like, there was a lot of speculation all over the internet on like what would come out, but like, I think everybody can kind of agree right now. Backup mag's like the mod.
The only
there's
mod?
really not a like there's not like this. Depending on
there's 3. The backup mod, the quick sling mod.
That's what I was gonna say. You could argue that the quick sling comes in handy for some builds.
The sprint grip one, ready faster after sprinting, but
yeah,
almost it's usable, but you could live without it. And the 5 points of aim assist. Sorry, I came after putting that on my gun because it made everything a headshot. But
I think that mod, targeting adjuster, I think it's just there so that hackers have an excuse. Oh, it's just targeting adjuster.
Yeah, I've never noticed any different.
I don't notice any difference at all.
It's a placebo effect. It completely is. Just makes me feel good. No, I would like to see a couple of different magazine or mag options. First, calling it extended mags is a bit of an exaggeration considering you give an SMG 4 more bullets. That's not an extended mag. That's I fully packed the magazine today. But give you like, I want some different tiers. Like, this one gives you a few bullets and can give you some more reload. This one gives you like 10, 20 more bullets or something. but does nothing else. So there's no bonus. It was just the bonus is more bullets. And then the third option, and I would like a few of these so you can kind of pick and choose, but like it reduces your stability or your handling, or like that's why I said a few of them, but it doubles your magazine. So certain guns like God, I'm trying to pick one off the top of my head that's like a 60 rounds. But take the one from the Rooted Nightmare raid, the Strand one. Can't even think of the name of that one. My brain is completely shut off now.
Still trying to figure out what you're alluding to. The Strand what from Rooted Nightmares?
The Strand auto rifle. It has a pretty big magazine. Huh?
Rufus's Fury.
Yes, Rufus's Fury. It has a pretty big magazine. So I would sit there and put on something, let's say, that reduces the handling of that that auto rifle and doubles the magazine of it with its already having rewind rounds.
Yeah.
I would take a hit to handling, or maybe a hit to range if I'm not doing PvP, to double the magazine.
Yeah.
Give players like a few more options. Let me pick the negative. Like, what way do I think would hurt this gun the least to double the magazine?
I could see that working, but I think the argument could be made there that that's kind of already in your magazine choices.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? Like your first and second columns.
Yeah, I mean, but not every gun has a magazine choice though.
Valid.
And I mean, we already have that in backup mag, and a lot of the times backup mag on the gun does not mash with backup mag the mod. And then and then sometimes it does. So it's all about what the max cap of that gun archetype is. So I think it could work, as long as you kept it kind of simple. Because I mean, I guess if you did it doubles your magazine size, you would just do a -10 or whatever off your reload. But I think it could be neat. Because think about this combo. You put the double mag on, so you go from like 60 to 120, and then you hit an overflow, the overflow perk. Have it jump from that 120 up to fucking like 240.
It would be cool, but yeah, that's primary weapon too, so it wouldn't really be considered broken.
Yeah.
I just don't see them doing it.
Oh, I know they won't do it. I'm saying fun things. I'm saying unreasonable things. You know what? If we're just gonna keep being unreasonable here, I want a mod that gives me explosive rounds. Even if it was only like every 5th bullet. Like,
why don't you like 7? Like maybe every 7th bullet it causes an explosive round.
that would be yoked.
Honestly, you know what? That could even be part of the catalyst for khvostov.
Every 7th one is an explosive.
Yeah.
As long as
just be that little bit of extra damage.
That's kind of what I was saying back when we were talking about. So it would interact with the orbs of power and pick them up, because kinetic tremors already does that, and we'll pick up an orb. That's what I was getting to earlier.
Okay, I get you.
So this podcast is way longer than 30 minutes. We're barely into the second thing of part 1, and we're at 24 minutes.
The first one's always going to be the test run.
Yeah, we might be doing hour-long podcast.
Who knows?
All right.
It depends on who enjoys listening to us.
It doesn't. We'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. We'll cut this out anyway. All right. So, section 3, player review. This is our discussion of how the exotic kind of feels in PvE and PvP. And this is our personals. And as I said at the start of this, I got this gun like 10 minutes before we started. I got it. I said, ooh, it makes a sound when it shoots. And then we went to fucking the moon in Sorrow Harbor and just abused the amount of fodder ads there.
Because it's fun.
So I can't say from a tremendous amount of experience of using the gun yet, because I'm just... We've already talked about why I didn't have the gun.
So I can, because I watched a different video and I was able to get it sooner.
Shots fired.
So from a PvE aspect, I absolutely love it. It's kind of a cornerstone of a couple of my builds, including the one that I'm using right now. In Prismatic, it has a great interaction with Faceted Grace. Faceted Grace is defeating targets with kinetic weapons, grants you bonus transcendent energy. And then there's a part in there at the end about supers, but it's irrelevant to this. It fills up your light and your dark meter super fast because you're getting the bonus kills from the 7th bullets.
Yep.
And you can get Prismatic really, really fast. Not to mention, it's an orb making machine. If you put on a kinetic siphon, and then you can shoot those orbs to pick them up and power all kinds of stuff.
And just builds and feeds right into your charge with lights and all that.
Yep. My favorite one so far, I got one of the Warlock class items with Spirit of Inmost Light and Spirit of Star Eaters. And this gun with the Star Eaters is really, really nice because you can always reach out and pick up those orbs even if you're kind of pinned down behind a rock or something like that.
And it procs Devour, dude. I was pretty happy about that on my Void Titan. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot this orb and fucking Devour, and then they start ricocheting around. I'm like, God.
Yup, and it's nice because with this you can kind of focus your fire on the big tanky guy in the middle, and the ads around it are getting pelted with the 7th bullets, which will also reproc Devour, which is really nice.
Like I said, my personal opinion of the gun, everything is top tier except the orbs of power are fucking small, man. All right, I am not a marksman, which is why fucking Sweet Business is my gun. I get kills by volume. So that has been my only complaint so far, other than every guide I looked at was wrong. Yeah, just I miss a lot of bullets with the whole fucking. Maybe that could be a thing for the Catalyst, is a better version of Mulligan.
Oh yeah.
Because it would still help with the whole missing ammo thing, but like if it's not like a body shot or something, if it's not a connecting thing, it has a. I guess I don't know what Mulligan's percentage is off the top of my head. I forgot it was in the game for the longest time until some gun that came out with fucking our new DLC. I'm not gonna say the name because I'm gonna get it wrong. Beyond Light, nope. Light, no. Nope. Final Shape. There we go. Yeah, it was some sniper that had Mulligan, I think, or maybe it was a scout rifle. And I'm like, oh neat, you get bullets back when you miss. And then I deleted it, so I don't even know how good it is. I'm gonna be honest.
I think that could actually work really cool if they played into the whole 7th bullet thing, like.
Don't make me miss 7 bullets to give me.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you miss that 7th bullet, it doesn't ricochet. So, like, maybe it could return that one to the magazine. So you don't have to pick up another orb of power to restart. It could work.
I don't know, that starts sounding. I think that I'm not sure on that. I don't know how that would be coding. Because just trying to understand that sounded more complicated than just let me pick up.
Well, it'd be base Mulligan, but it would also work for that 7th bullet.
Oh, okay.
Not that hard to conceptualize.
Oh, see, I wasn't thinking about mashing that with Mulligan. I was just thinking about like if it only was that one special bullet that missed. I was like,
No, that'd be way too complicated, and it would suck as a catalyst.
yeah. I think. I don't know about the whole 7th bullet one. I think just a better version of Mulligan would do the gun good.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know what their current percentage is. It must be 0, because I've never used it and no one ever talked. If Rick Cactus hasn't made a video about it yet, it's probably a horrible perk.
Yeah, that's valid.
So, whatever the base perk is, 0.1% chance. You know, I'll take it back. I will take it back. I remember the last time I used Mulligan. It was the great crafting glitch. I crafted that auto rifle from the Nightmare season.
The firefight?
Yeah, firefight. Fight or flight.
Firefight.
Yeah.
No, it's firefight.
I gave it a shotgun frame.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I gave it Mulligan, and I don't remember what the other perk I gave it was, but because it was shooting like a shotgun, I guaranteed you I would miss a one shot, and it would trigger Mulligan, and it would just literally made the gun infinite. That was some of the most fun I've ever had in Destiny. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I wish they would bring it back once a year. if that
is a look how far we've come deal.
A week of Solstice, the Solstice week, any crafted gun, like they put it in the game purposely so they kind of can limit some of the shenanigans. But any crafted gun, you go to the fucking the Enclave and you could do the bullshit that we did then.
That would be cool.
But only for 1 week, and then the gun is it's reset back to normal. This is the Chaos Week. This is where Bungie just says, we don't care. You go to PvP, expect this. If you dungeons, raids, we hope you get them all done on Master. Have at it. Don't contact us about shit for a week. And they just turn all their social media off.
That'd be so cool.
I'd have to go back and look at fucking numbers, but I remember that was when Destiny was popping off. Everyone was telling their friends to get on and do this, break this gun. That would be their week when they Bungie looking back at their past records. When is like our lowest point in player this time around the year? Okay, that's the whole week we're gonna do hack guns. And just completely let the animals go, and it's gonna boost all the player numbers and everything. Like, even that, if they really wanted to get money grubby, like I hate throwing these things out the Bungie. That would be the only time. Hey, this is the week you can break crafted guns. Oh yeah, also for $5, here's this brand new crafted gun.
Yeah.
I would shell out $5 for that one crafted gun during Break the Fucking Guns week.
It would be pretty cool.
Hey, here's a sniper rifle, and it's just kind of a normal base sniper for the rest of the year. Okay, we all knew why we were giving you that $5. But when you make this, and this combination, it's a sniper rifle that shoots rockets that explode into Witherhorde at the end. Bungie, here's my $5. Here's $5 from this person. I told them they're paying too. Take the idea. This is how you start getting your company out of some fucking debt. Small.
Well, with Sony behind them, they're not really in debt anymore.
Well, they're in threat, possible of losing board membership or whatever. All right, I'm just trying to help out, and by voicing what the community would like. You can't, like I said, you can't leave it in for long. You let everyone know that chaos is coming and it's gonna rain. If you don't want your KD fucked up, don't go to PvP that week. Or even have just a special playlist that is only for these fuck off guns.
That'd be pretty cool.
I would still let you have free reign for dungeons and raids and all that.
I think so, for sure. Because that's when you could get a lot of your, like, crazy stuff done.
I have.
For us normal players that don't do Grandmasters for fun.
Yeah. Look, I do my best, okay? Look, all right. I'm. This is a true story, because that gun is the only reason I have the what is it? The Master Ghost of the Deep dungeon or whatever. All right. I will admit it. I will admit my shame, because I could not do it without that gun. I still spent like 3 hours on that fucking final boss. Not because I couldn't kill anything, because literally, hey, here's a moth, you're one shot. I have on 3 fucking resist mods. There's nothing, and 100 resilience, there's no more not dying that I can do to this situation. So it was literally just me beating my face against a wall as hard as I could to not die, to kill that, because as soon as I could get to any damage phase, she just, I think she's health gated, right? If I remember right.
I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was literally like as soon as I got to her, pow, all right, damage is done already, and just keep on trucking. But it was the whole dungeon was avoid getting one shot. So, yeah, there are people that have done it solo flawless master, and I'm glad that you have won the game. You are the equivalent of that guy in India who has like 75 children. You have won children, no more. You have won the dungeon, no more. Like there's no more making it difficult for someone like you. Like it is already kind of past unreasonable for the rest of us. Like that is just that's just a hard dungeon to begin with. Damn, we have gotten off topic again. All right. Hey, it's time to read lore. I haven't read the lore in this gun yet, and I don't know if Bife's made a video.
Let's see here. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. Day 1. The world is dead. But there's peace in the mortuary silence. I'm born into this dead world, where dandelions grow up through layers of ash, blanketing miles of desolate road.
God, I'm glad you had that one. Oh, fuck. Alright. Day 673. Or do we want to talk about that segment first before we can continue on?
I don't think there's much. To me, that sounds like a poem written by Failsafe.
The world is dead, but there is peace in the mortuary. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what. Is that like some fancy word for like morgue?
Yeah, mortuary is like where they prepare the dead bodies.
Okay. Mortuary. I've never used that word in my daily life. Like as far as we'd ever go as the word is the morgue. Send his ass to the morgue. Send him to the mortuary. God, I can't even say that without sounding British. Send him to the mortuary.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, mate. Alright, yeah, mortuary silence. I'm born into this dead world where dandelions grow up through layers of ash, blanketing miles of desolate road. Yeah, I mean, that could also describe a guardian. Being born
here's a challenge for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, read that first one while trying to sound like an emo band.
An emo band.
Like, tell me you couldn't picture those as the lyrics of like the next Green Day song.
I was thinking, God, is My Chemical Romance still a thing? Fallout Boy?
In the world is dead, but there is peace in mortuary silence.
I'm born into the world. I can't even fucking read. where dandelions grow up through the layers of ash, blanketing miles of desolate road. Something like that.
Yeah, exactly,
Fucking long.
right?
Yeah, you're right, man. That sounds emo as shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
Oh.
that's kind of dark.
All right, let's see how this goes. All right, it has been so between day 1 and this is 672 days. I got that math. Let's see how I fuck up the next one. Day 163. There's a stretch of land, a canyon through which water once flowed. A canal cut into the earth, bristling with derelict ships. God. And countless dead. The canal cuts through the earth with God, I feel like I'm reading in fucking middle school.
Read for the class.
A canal cut into flowers bloom in the many
Desiccated.
desiccated. All right, man. We are fucking.
Carcasses.
I got the word
Found it
carcasses.
out.
I got the word carcasses. All right, I've watched National Geographic. That looks like disassociated to me because I am not a good reader. What was that word again? What?
Desiccated.
Desiccated. Yeah, I always say decimated. Desiccated just sounds weird. Flowers bloom in the many Yeah, if you really want a good video, go watch Bi-Fi. Fuck. This is not a good reading. Each component of this world's demolished.
Decomposition.
Dude, all right. Why did we pick this one? Where are the Titan words? All right, where are the Titan words?
Crayon.
All right, we're gonna go back to. I'm gonna read this how it's gonna come out to me. So,
Would you like me to read
there is a
that?
stretch of land, a canyon throughout which water once flowed, a canal cut through the earth, bristling with derelict ships and countless dead. Flowers bloom in the many desiccated carcasses. Each component of this world's decomposition has a purpose. Water flows, cities decay, flowers bloom. Yet still I search for mine. See, doesn't that just sound better when I'm not having to guess these fucking words?
Yeah, that sounded good.
I literally can't fucking read, apparently.
This is what it's like having a Titan as a best friend in real life.
Oh. So, maybe it's because I'm American, but if you just talk about a canyon, I'm like, Grand Canyon! He's at the Grand Canyon!
It could be.
I mean, it's future Earth, and they're like, there's ships in there, like...
Yeah, but they don't. I mean, they don't sail ships down the Grand Canyon right now.
Well... We've talked about the indeterminate timeline of fucking Destiny.
True.
But, I don't know, if I was gonna die and the world was ending, I'd drive into the Grand Canyon. But anyway. Yeah, and yeah, countless dead. So that also gives that whole, like, dried up ocean aspect, or a dried up lake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but countless dead makes it seem like a big number, and big numbers don't feel lakes. Big numbers feel oceans. But a dried up ocean? That makes me feel like it's not Earth. Mars? I know we didn't get this gun on Mars, but...
Let's see. So let's see. A canal cut into Earth, bristling with derelict ships and countless dead. So I mean, it could be the Panama Canal, maybe.
Yeah.
They do sail ships down there, and that is a big expanse of water.
Yeah, and because they do dams and all that stuff for the water flow if it was locked up. That'd be neat. We gave whoever were hanging out with us in this thing, they went down to Panama now. They've got lore. I like this.
Day 1857. Oceans are vast, lonely expanses. Though life flourishes in the depths, It is not life that I am looking for. I thrive on death. Search for death. Perhaps my purpose lies below the water, but it's dark and lonely, and I don't want to look there yet. Not when there's so much more horizon. Like, whoever... okay, so I'm trying to figure out who this is in the, like... Who's writing this?
Yeah, that's...
At first I thought it was the ghost. But, like, that passage right there... Yeah, that took a weird turn.
Yeah,
I was like, I thrive on death, and it's dark and lonely down there. What the
I don't want to...
That's kind of death in a nutshell, bro. Like, what? This lore is weird.
I thrive on death, search for death. Perhaps my purpose lies below the water. But it's dark and lonely, and I don't want to look there yet. No.
Oh, you have your chat turned off, don't you? For in-game chat?
Dude, no, maybe? Did you type
Someone...
something?
No. Someone... some rando named Earth spelled your name out and said, Docula, what does your name even mean?
Wait, do we have someone in the chat?
No, it's not that chat. I think we have one person in the Discord chat. But no, this is like the Destiny chat. Like go
Oh, I've got my HUD off for the...
Yeah.
Hold on, how do I
Turn your HUD on and hit enter. Somebody named Earth is asking you,
controller?
what does your username even mean?
Where's my fucking HUD? I'm stupid. Is it under gameplay? It's under gameplay, okay.
It means your mom.
Earth has entered local chat. It doesn't show anything for me. Hold on, I got fire team, I've got local.
It's on local chat.
Hi? Did someone call for me?
What does your name mean?
What is your name? I mean, am I doing the true story here? It was my edgy teenager years, and what movie was it? The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. It had that kind of Romanian nanny, and she's like, was talking about the teen boy. And he's like, he walks like Dracula. Like, she said it in like a very foreign accent, and I was like, oh, hey, I could totally mishear that because I have some tinnitus from shooting guns. And that's how I got Docula. Oh shit, I should have typed all that. I don't know if this person can hear me. It's A-C-K-U-N-A... How do you spell foreign?
Oh god, you're asking me how to spell things?
I don't.
F-O-R-I-G-N?
F-O-R... F-O-R...
Oh, it's F-O-R-E-I-G-N.
God damn, anyone can see this? I can't spell. Language, L-A...
N-G...
L-A-N-U-G-A-G. Language. Language. No, that ain't right. Language. Oh, foreign tongue. I didn't know.
Hey, that actually, in the chat, that actually looks pretty legit.
Oh, Jesus help me.
You forgot the E on tongue.
Look, alright, it's not in my Rule 34 search history. Okay? If I could spell out big mommy milkers like a motherfucker, but tongue? Show me girls with tongue. Nah, pass. Oh. Is he coming back? Did I scare him off? Oh shit, there's two people there. guys are in my stream. What does your name mean, Earth? Oh, we have devolved. We have devolved. All right, back to the lore. Shit. Oh, okay. Where's my lore? All right, day. Oh, hold on. I had a thought back here before we got distracted. So it's like, I thrive on death, search for death. Perhaps my purpose lies below, or below the water. A lot of things in media like to use like water, like the surface. So things are like underneath the surface. So just in like that weird sense, it kind of gives me like, maybe my purpose is like within myself, like underneath my own waters. But it's like, it's dark and I don't want to look inside myself yet. So it kind of gives off that, like, I thrive for death and I search for death. I'm killing things until I'm ready to be killed, but I'm not ready to look inside myself and be killed yet, kind of deal.
That's fair.
That's the me overanalyzing it, putting all my ADHD on one target. That or
No,
they're
it's
just scared
definitely a
of it.
ghost. No, it's a ghost talking.
Alright, well, let's see. Day 6,231. I was careless and someone shot me from all the way across the field. The bullet only... Oh, yeah, yep, you read a sentence ahead of me.
I did.
The bullet chipped my shell, but it spun me around and left me shaken. I don't know who they were or even why I was targeted. I played dead. No one came for me. I laid in a tall grass for 9 days. It rained on the 5th. I equated myself with the ants. They are survivors. So that was really weird for the ghost to be like, I thrive on death.
Yeah.
Search for death. Like, so hold on, back up to that very beginning thing. The world is dead, but there's peace in mortuary silence. I'm born into this dead world where dandelions grow through layers of ash, blanketed miles of desolate road. Yeah, I guess that is just generic enough for it to be the ghost. I don't think our ghost.
I don't think so either, because ours doesn't give a... Oh, you know... Oh. I could see Finch talking like that.
All emo and dramatic.
Yeah.
I was careless, and someone shot me from all the way across the field. The bullet only chipped my shell, but it spun me around and left me shaken. I didn't know who they were, or even why I was targeted. I'm sorry, I don't know how to be dramatic without dropping my voice. The drunk Johnny. I forgot to equip Fatebringer. But yeah.
Two shot me in PvP.
It rained on the 5th. So, I mean, we've been told, like, in the past Halloween events, that ghosts can freely and willingly change out their shells. They were talking about Omaru, that his whole rugged lucent hive shell, he took it off and put on a pair of like dumb sunglasses or something and floated around the tower. There was a lore tab or something about it. I remember reading it. So, just chipping the shell literally means nothing. So it begs that question: why don't the Guardians just put their ghost in like a titanium fucking square, since it kind of can transmit around itself anyway? You don't need to see.
But yeah, but then it couldn't unlock all the doors.
Titan with titanium square versus door. Look, you know, if it wasn't for game mechanics, the Titan would thunder crash through literally every door.
Yeah.
If you played a D&D campaign of Destiny, I rolled a thunder crash the door. You know there's other supers. Big firehammer the door. You don't even know the name of it, do you? No. No. There's Bubble, there's Captain America, there's big hammers and little hammers. You got Wolverine. You got the shitty ice super, which no one even has a name for. It's like, that's a shitty ice one. So if we get a second ice super, we're gonna have to come up for a name, and it's gonna be shitty ice super, and then the good one. So, oh yeah, we got we got throwing axes now on top of hammers. So, and then we got the arc where it's just throwing yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Like, doors? Nah. But I mean, I also had the same thing of if you're an exo, why don't you just put the ghost inside your chest?
Also valid.
Alright, so day 36,725. Wonder what that equates to in years. I guess 6,000 is a long time for years too.
Let's calculate that. Hold on.
365 something. 9 years?
Divided by 365 days a year. Oh, that's 100 years. 100.616438 years.
So okay, so something close enough. Almost 101 years. This world is dead, but life is threatening a return. I don't know when I'll ever fulfill my purpose, but I know what I am. I'm a ghost haunting the grave of humanity. A ghost with a calling. Okay.
I don't know what any of this has to do with khvostov,
never
though.
fulfill my purpose, but I know what I am. A ghost haunting the grave of humanity. A ghost with a calling.
Oh, we've got to get drunk, Donnie, in one of these.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, you said 100 years. That you remember that conversation I had with you about the Destiny timeline doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
Yes.
They talk about the collapse and like everything went bad. We have no real idea how long the Golden Age was. But the collapse has been at least long enough for a lot of trees and vegetation to grow up in places. We have cinematics of like when Zavala came to where the Traveler was and where the last city was built, and it was just fucking huts and fucking teepees and shit. And we have scenes that we're told that is the same speaker that is killed by Dominus Gall.
Yes.
We're told that's the same guy.
Yes.
So, and I've already, we could sit there and guess and assume that the normal human lifespan has been increased. So, maybe they live 100 years and still stay looking young and sexy. But the speaker never gave off old man vibes, and he looked like he was at least an adult at that point in time when we see him in the cinema. So he's already 20-ish when we first see all of them gathering under the Traveler. And now, less than 100 years, or somewhere around 100 years later, we built the entire wall around the city, which is huge. We have all these giant skyscrapers down there, and we've kind of looked at them, and some of them look like they're 14-story skyscrapers. If not more, depending on how the lights go. So, and within 100 years, the city walls have already started to fall apart and decay. like heavily rust and stuff. So just this timeline kind of fits like with what we have right now. So this supposed ghost has only been around 100 years looking for their guardian. Destiny hasn't been all that long as far as like when the last city was built. We don't really know how long the Dark Ages was, but I don't know, maybe Life does, but I don't. But do you think that this ghost, if this ghost was resurrected right when the other ones were, you know, when the traveler pooped out all the ghosts, and if this day 3,000 or 36,000 is 100 years from that day, the Dark Ages weren't that long either. That or we built the last city in like fucking 20 years and it's falling apart even quicker. You there?
Kind of true. We need answers.
Yeah.
So you're telling
Life.
me you need a voiceover?
But so the Dark Ages, everyone gathering under the Traveler, the last city being built, up to right now-ish, since this is when we're getting khvostov, and if not, if let's just say this is a different part of the lore from like D1, that's still only 8 years ago. That's or whatever when we got the exotic khvostov back then.
Yeah.
Just we built the last city impossibly quick for its size. Because like I could sit there and fathom that we had some golden age technology to help us, but I think it's something doesn't fully add up, and I know I'm looking too much into the game, but that's kind of why we're here, talk about the lore, you know.
Oh yeah.
All right, on to our next topic. This possible builds and synergies. What we could kind of, you know, talk and theorize just off the top of our head. You started off good earlier with the whole prismatic class. You know, with that built-in
Perfectly.
the fragment you talked about that works with kinetic weapons.
Yeah. Facet of Grace. It works great in any of the prismatic builds that I've put it in so far.
And yeah,
Anything where you're gonna run kinetic surge mods. Since you can shoot to loot, you're gonna be shooting the orbs to pick up the bonus 7 bullet anyways.
right.
To get the Eyes Up Guardian perk rolling. Anytime you put the kinetic weapon surges on,
It's just
You're
gonna more
you're
cash
just gonna-
money.
Yeah. Yep, more bang for your buck. Quite
That's
literally.
That's probably honestly one of like the freest guns in the game to use the surge mods with.
Yep. Well, especially if you throw on the kinetic siphon, like to boot, it powers through everything.
You know, we were talking about Axiom War Rig earlier with khvostov. I know what buff War Rig needs now. And it would be perfect for the Titans, because the Titans already have things like the Path of Burning Steps, get kills
Exactly where you're going with it. Yep.
gets solar kills, and it gives you the exotic just gives you free weapon surge.
Yep.
Let War Rig give you free kinetic weapon surge,
Yep.
and it would pair.
That would be awesome.
It would pair perfectly with Sweet Business, the weapon it was made to pair with, and it would pair great with any other kinetic one.
Yeah, even Microcosm.
Except it wouldn't reload it. But
I wouldn't reload it, but you'd get the ×4.
You're not wrong, because I never even considered that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I would never consider. Oh, it doesn't do the reload, so I wouldn't never consider to use a legendary auto rifle and that.
Yeah. Because you could do something like Origin Story with as your primary, where you get like kinetic tremors and demo.
The phone ching chong.
and then run microcosm as your heavy, and then
That
you're golden.
That's actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested in that build idea now. Because like I said, I would never, like, it doesn't reload it. That's stupid. I'd never put those together. I'm like, but I didn't even think about the damage buff.
Yeah.
Because those exotics, the exotic armors that give you the surges are the only
Yeah.
way you can get to the ×4 surges.
On the Titans, yeah.
I think the warlock has one for stasis.
Yeah, no, we've got one for the Mantle of Battle Harmony. So it gives us the ×4 after we get a kill with that weapon, and the weapon has to match our
Yeah, yours works
our
for
super.
yours works for fucking any.
Except for kinetic.
Well, Titans don't have a kinetic one either. This is just theory talking.
That means that Bungie needs to make a kinetic super.
No, that just fully fucking reinforces how much Destiny hates Titans. Once again, I didn't sit there and put 2 and 2 together till you said that out loud.
Yeah, Mantle of Battle Harmony, and plus they gave it the buff so that they took off the there was a timer that you had to hit before it would refresh, and that's gone now. So it works really good.
That one exotic works with any of your classes.
It works good on Prismatic too.
The Titans have to use 5 different exotics, and we don't even have a Strand one. Or did we get the Strand one? Is that what that new one is?
Oh.
Hold on, I've got to look at it. Wishful ignorance. Can I don't think it does, and maybe it does. But anyway, yeah, we've got to use the Doomfang Pauldrons for Void. The the Stasis one, Icefall Mantle for Stasis. Like, damn, dude, I didn't even realize that. That kind of sucks. But I mean, I guess granted, each one of those exotics does do something extra, but fucking Battle Mana Hardy gives you damage bonus on top of fucking more super and all that stuff, right?
Yep. Yeah, so you get super energy if you use a gun that matches your currently equipped super.
No.
So if I've got Song of Flame on, if I'm shooting with a solar weapon, then I get solar super energy plus the ×4. Well, no, I get the ×4 after I get my super full. That's the only trade-off.
Oh, okay.
In order to get the 4, my super has to be full.
Okay, I could see that being a little bit more of a pain, but you could still build into it.
Oh yeah. I'm working on a build right now for the Arc class that uses it. But I'm waiting until Act 2 starts, because when Act 2 starts, we get the new pulse rifle with Volt Shot.
Yeah, the 2 burst.
And I think, yeah, the 2 burst with Volt Shot. I think that's gonna put the build that I'm working on kind of over the top. That's all I'm really missing right now is like a weapon with a decent amount of range that can apply Volt Shot. That's not a special weapon.
Yeah.
I know you can blind with the special weapons on the Arc class, but it's mid if you ask me.
All right, so let's finish up our subclasses here real quick. We already know Devour works really fucking good with it.
Yep. I've also noticed that if you use like the arc grenades and you jolt the targets, it's really good at reapplying, or you know how like jolt. Yeah, when it sits there, it kind of sits there on the target. You got to hit him with damage in order for it to actually do the arc wave out.
Okay.
It's really good at proccing that as well.
Other than that, though, I don't.
Same for the unraveling rounds, or not unraveling rounds, but when you get the target unraveled.
Yeah, the precision hits make the target whatever.
The sever.
I'm trying to think in my head. I can't think of anything really for solar that would benefit it. You know. I mean, other than just base radiant, but I mean that radiant's gonna help anything.
And you can get that on your prismatic classes anyways.
Yeah.
Let's go through here.
I think solar would be probably its weakest class. Maybe stasis. But
Yeah, because you don't need you're better off on anything solar. You're better off scorching stuff.
Yeah.
Because all of the fragments revolve around defeating scorched targets. At least all the good ones.
So, if you need survivability, I would say void. The strand one could be useful, but I mean that's not a top tier perk that it's using though. The headshot thing.
Yeah.
So I would not, that would not be like my highest pick. So I think void would be where I would definitely care about it, especially since it's wanting to pick up all these orbs anyway.
Yep. Void and prismatic, because on void, like you said earlier, if you run the fragment, if you pick up a void soul or a orb of power, you get devour.
Yeah.
That's the one that you want, especially on the warlocks where you can get the full-fledged devour.
Yeah, fucking. No one's allowed to have healing but the warlocks. There's gonna be a nerf coming to the healing grenade for the solar healing grenade too.
There is.
I
know it's coming.
It's a matter of time.
I know it's coming. It's nice though, like if you use it the way they intended. But in PvP, it does run a little rampant because you can heal him with the auto rifle, or heal him with the turret, or heal him with your Phoenix dive, or whatever, and you just make orbs of power for nothing.
Well, if you're making a Healy build, then I want that needs to be how it works. Because you're kind of sacrificing your damage.
To a degree, yeah.
Now on to our next section here. The gameplay analytics. So this is where we would talk about like the exotics mechanics, if it's damage outputs, what kind of ranges you would use to gun in, and things like that. I have not touched PvP with it at all. I just got it before we started this. So, but it's we went and looked it up online for Iron Banner. That is still currently going on. It is the top ranked gun. I broke my
If I weren't trash in PvP, I could actually talk about that. But I suck.
I'm trying to reopen that page back up so I can talk about the analytics here. Come on. Alright, this is these stats are from Destiny Tracker, and we are doing the please go back. Iron Banner list. So as of right now, this is what is this? Wednesday for the second week of Iron Banner.
Yep.
Its usage rate is at 6.18%, which is the highest right now. The closest competitors at 4%. It's holding 9.14% of all kills. Closest competitors at 5.2%. And it's holding 10.23% of headshots. And closest competitor is 6.4. So it's, even after this new nerf we just got Tuesday, it is still very high in the usage charts.
It does feel good in PvP. It's not definitely a noticeable drop in stability, but it is it's still quite nice.
To give everyone a comparison right now, Red Death, which has also been very highly praised in the community, is for usage 2.5%, kills is 3.2%, and headshots is 3.9%. And as like I said, a lot of people were praising Red Death for being a really good gun, and it is very far behind khvostov. So if the usage numbers stay this high, we can expect another nerf from Bungie.
Oh yeah,
we really can, because when we went into this new sandbox, this was going to be the sandbox of pulse rifles. And number 2 right now running is the brand new Pulse Claw of the Wolf, but that's kind of expected, you know, with
The new hotness.
Yeah, new shiny toy. So I think that one's a little skewed right now. But yeah, Red Death's been out for a while. It's sitting at 2%. We got a shotgun. The new hand cannon, Krimel's Dagger, is sitting at 2% usage. Graviton Lance is sitting at 1.8. And that's another just fantastically good pulse. And it's sitting at a 1%, where khvostov's sitting at 6.
Yo.
The Fellwinter's Lie sitting at 1.7. Ooh, Someday is sitting at 1.7. I'm a little surprised for that one. It's above Conditional Finality. Conditional Finality is at 1.5.
Good shotgun. Oh, I like my my crafted roll.
For the exotic Conditional Finality?
No, for the Someday.
Oh, Someday. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it in PvP though.
Should have. It's a pulse rifle.
I was killed by it quite frequently when I played.
Yeah. And yeah, and Outbreak's sitting at 1.5, so like even the brand new submachine gun Pitch Perfect is sitting at 1.01%. So for khvostov to be sitting there, it's got to be getting another nerf probably. Do you think they would nerf it down to almost what the regular legendary khvostov is, like stat-wise?
I hope not, because it's an exotic. It should feel better than everything else. But if its usage is that high, I'm curious to see what it looks like at the end of the week now that the nerf is live.
Yeah, true. I wasn't fully accounting in for like last week, but people may just also not like this game mode that we're in rotation
I don't.
with.
So nobody plays the objective. Not a soul.
That's kind of why I did all my grinding last week for Iron Banner.
Yeah, I should have.
But all right, so. But yeah, so as far as just, it's doing really good in both aspects of the game right now. But so our next talking point, I think, is kind of obvious. It's personal experiences, how we feel about the gun ourselves, any strengths or weaknesses. I personally really love the gun from what I've got to use of it. It seems really nice. It doesn't feel clunky, it feels smooth.
Yep.
My only complaint is just the orbs of power are a little too small. I feel like I'm a little drunk shooting at the orbs of power. As far as like shooting enemies, it seems like it has some really good aim assist. Shooting those orbs, like kind of circling around it a little.
Yeah, because you have to have the center dot directly on the orb. You have to be on your mark.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I struggle with it sometimes, but I'm still hoping for the exotic catalyst to take care of that for me.
It would be neat, but I think it might be a little too self-fulfilling prophecy for the ricochet rounds that pick up orbs.
Okay.
It'd still be neat. I would love it, but I don't think they would go with that. But,
I think you're right, but a guy can dream.
So, as far our next part would be the community feedback. I haven't heard enough yet about the nerf that just was given to it. No one's made a YouTube videos complaining about it yet, to the best I've seen. So, and the usage rate's still really high right now. but that still could be kind of influence from last week. I don't really know. We're just speculating, but I think the community in the whole is happy with it. I'm sure there's still a lot of blueberries who have had the same exact problem I did and couldn't get the gun for various reasons. So
I was in the boat with the meatball boss. I had to wait for them to patch it and fix it before I could get mine, but the day the patch went live, I was able to get it.
Alright, so our next thing would be is our discussion of the exotics history and a connection to the Destiny universe. Basically, how do people act about the gun? And the best way I can describe this segment is if you played back in D1, no Gallahorn, kick from raid. Some exotics carry that with them. Like right now, I would say warlocks might feel very pigeonholed into the Cenotaph mask exotic helmet with divinity. And
yeah, especially now with the well nerfs, I can see that.
Yeah. So,
but I think Bungie did a fairly decent job. They gave us some outs. Like, we may not be, as warlocks, we may not be like the uber duper support build now. But they gave us some reasons to get out of it. I think the speaker sight helmet kind of gives us back some of that kind of healer fantasy. But I also think with some of the exotics out, like the class items giving you access to starter scales.
Yeah. So I don't think anyone is going to be like, you have to use khvostov for this.
Exactly.
But
I think with as many options as we have, I don't think anybody's going to get pigeonholed into you have to have khvostov.
And I could also see people actually using it if like Crota, for example. Because you're going to use a sword, and if you're not using an exotic sword, I mean, there's a lot of good legendary ones, so I could see running khvostov to deal with ads.
Yep.
But, I mean, I could also see running a lot of other things, too, but...
I think that's the point. I think Bungie's trying really hard to get us out of those Gallahorn days.
Yeah.
And
Which
so far, I think they're doing a good job.
I would say they are in the aspect that you can't join me because you don't have Gallahorn, but I still think we have some issues with. I don't like that you're using that gun because I'm gonna be honest. I love using sweet business, but sometimes I get that even if it's like a rocket launcher damage phase, like I'll use sweet business just for clearing ads. And I'll still get some using that. So, but I don't think people would really be like that with khvostov. If they are like that, I'm gonna say they haven't really used it.
Yep.
If you would be like, I don't think you should use khvostov for clearing ads. I'm gonna be like, you probably haven't really used a gun. Go take it to Sorrow Harbor, the moon. Take it to the moon.
The moon.
All right. Well, we got section 2 done in about 11 minutes, so. All right.
Now we get some gameplay.
Let's see. We've kind of already talked about our PvP evaluation, what we think it would do. I think it would be fine in raids and stuff as long as you're using it for ad clear. We've already talked about our PvP points on it. I think it's still really good. I shouldn't open my mouth. I haven't even shot it one time in PvP. I think that the community thinks it's really good since they're still using it. Bungie's scared of it since they just gave it a nerf. Let's see if it gets another. How would you say to counter it? You think like a scout rifle to outrange it?
In PvP?
Yeah.
I don't. It's no. I think when you get into a duel with it, I think you just need to play your lanes right. I don't think there's really like it's countering any other auto rifle. The only time that you're gonna lose to it is if you're the guy standing next to the guy in the gunfight, because then you're around the corner and it's still shooting you. So I think it'd be the same as any other auto rifle.
Yeah, because you sit there and said even without the orb of power, it still puts out like a bullet every now and then.
It's every 7 bullets. It only ricochets once though. It doesn't bounce everywhere like the powered up ones do.
Okay.
But it does bounce to at least, or it does ricochet to at least one other target if they're within range.
Yeah, it's kind of weird thinking about it. Like, the usage rate's really high. I grinded Iron Banner last week for a reset. So, I mean, I still need to go get the armor shader from page 2, but I did a full reset for week 1. And I don't remember... I know I got killed by it a few times. I don't remember it being this dominating force that the stats are saying it is.
No, it's just a solid auto rifle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to get in there and play with it. Alright, so we've got our theory crafting, which we've kind of already touched on. It can really be busted in prismatic. I think a void would be its second best subclass, honestly. Or if you're a Titan and not a hunter or warlock, maybe don't do prismatic.
I concur.
But from